Hi, I just thought I'd do a quick film about my Insta 360 X3. A few people have been asking, I use this all the time to make some content, and a few people have been asking how I set it up and what it's like, etc. So I thought I'd give you a wee chat through it. The unit itself, there's an X2 and an X3, not much difference really. X3, bigger battery, slightly better, some better features, but for windsurfing point of view, very similar. You've got a battery that pops out like this. I get a spare one, so I've got a spare one to go in if I need when I'm sailing. There's a little micro SD that goes inside here. When you put the battery in, little top tip, you'll see there's little ports here. When you click it shut, they slide across, so you have to make sure they're completely across, there's no red showing. The same with a little charging point here, little charging port, USB-C. Make sure that when that's shut, it's completely sealed. See, it's got a little bit of red there, so you make sure it's showing. Switch is on, you've got a screen there. When I'm sailing, all I literally do is switch it on, press the record button, which is this button here. Wait till it says, flashes red, recording. And then I click the on button again once to go into lock mode. And now that's it. So it won't be affected by the water hitting the screen. Okay, so that's it, up and running. And then occasionally I'll stop it and start it again. But essentially I just leave it running, because the great thing about 360 is in edit, you can look around, you can change the angle of the camera, and you get all sorts of options for all sorts of bits of action. So it's absolutely brilliant. And at this point I should probably say the reason I use it and the reason why I want to talk about this is because it's not just for making content, making videos, it's for watching back, it's for seeing the action. You get double the pleasure. You get to relive those amazing windsurfing moments, and it's the best tool I've found for this. I've had GoPros, etc., but this is so good because you're not fixing the point of the angle of the camera. You can do that afterwards in the edit, so you can look wherever it. If you can see that, if you can see the unit itself, the unit can see you. That's it, full stop. You'll be able to look around, you'll be able to take stills, you'll be able to take clips. And for technique and for fun, watching back some of the action and watching your mates coming close to you and things, it's just absolutely brilliant. So the way I set it up on my board is I have this cage. Now this cage is an official 360 product that's sold on their website, which I bought the unit on. It just unscrews at the top here. It's just a screw in, so you have to make sure that's tight now and again. And it just slots in like that, and you can access the button on the side and all the buttons on the front. I don't find that I need protection for the screen because of where I mount the unit, or even for the lenses. I don't use protection for the lenses either. That's up to you, but I don't find I need it. The good thing about this cage, it also has this little bit that comes with it. You can bolt on the side for accessories. I bolt it on the side and use it to tether, so that if my mount fails or something snaps, at least it's tied on. Okay, so that's very valuable indeed. And the way I mount it, this is the other important bit of the kit, is I use this fly mount. This is the fly mount aero. You see, it's really compact and simple. It's the fly mount aero, basically 25 to 40 millimeters. It basically fits on a boom, a mast, anything you want. I use it predominantly on the mast, straight onto the mast, just above the cutout, above the boom. Now you can have it lower or higher depending on if you don't want it to get in the way when you tack or go around the mast. So if in doubt, put it higher, but the lower you get it, the more of a field of view, more of your eye level that you get. So it works brilliant. And because you stick it on the mast like this, with the camera facing forwards, and then screw it on like that to tighten it down, you don't need it mega tight. As you rotate the sail, it moves around and stays pretty much in front. So whichever tack you're on, you've got a good access of seeing you sailing, and also all around of seeing anyone else sailing. So it's really, really clever. And I find on the mast, it doesn't get in the way. I've also tried it on the boom. It tends to be only on one tack it's working, but it's a nice little angle. So I'll put a couple of examples in clips and photos just to see, you can see the different angles, but it works really, really well. And to tie it on, I just literally take this, you can, once you've got it screwed on the mast, you can thread it through here to make it neater. Goes through this little hole here, and then tie it literally just under the cutout and just wrap it around the mast and tie it off in a half hitch so that it's tied away and out of the way. I advise cutting it down to a length that means there's not too much excess, so it doesn't get in the way, because once it's on the mast and once it's there out the way, you can really forget about it and just enjoy the footage afterwards and not have to worry about it too much. I've got a decent size SD card, it does a couple of hours, but the battery lasts maybe an hour and a half, so that'll probably be the thing that runs out first. So if you want to record a big session, you probably will change the battery. But what a brilliant bit of kit. Insta 360 X3, thoroughly recommended. I'll put a couple of clips up there. I'd buy another one every time. If I lost it or damaged it, if it was my fault, I would definitely buy another one. I've not had to put any warranty back, so it does work. It does work pretty well from that point of view. You just have to make sure that those doors are closed, that you don't get any water in the unit. I think that's probably the biggest tip for looking after the thing. And then, yeah, just obviously not to bash the lens or the screen. But I hope you found that useful, and I thoroughly recommend it because it just doubles the pleasure for the windsurfing. Watch it afterwards, work on your technique. Absolutely banging bit of kit. See you next time.